they're doing well. Look at that. Aren't they nice? So hey folks, I'm here in the greenhouse, as you can see, pampering my little seedlings. They're doing well. But we're a lot further behind than we normally are at this time of year. You saw that the first year that I had the greenhouse, I was really, really anxious and started way too early. And we put the plants in the garden on Memorial Day weekend in this part of the country. And by Memorial Day weekend, the plants had started to go backwards. You know, they were getting pot bound and they wanted to go in the ground and stretch their legs. So I learned from that and waited, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. And then last year, we had a little better success, but it was still a little early for a few things. Well, this year I waited out, I pushed it out a few more weeks, and we'll see how it goes. This is all a learning experience for me, as I've shared with you in the past. I've always wanted a greenhouse, never had one, and then finally built this one, and you know how much I've enjoyed it. And I've shared what I've learned with you over the years, and it's helped a lot of folks with their garden, and you know, give you a place to start. Anyway, try my ideas and tweak it to your own liking. So, I told you that this year would be the year of many, many changes, and man, Lori and I are spinning our wheels in several different directions. We have so much going on and making changes. Let's get through this intro and I'll bring you up to speed on things. Okay, I have a lot to cover, a lot of different things I want to touch base on here in this vlog. First and foremost, I want to thank everyone that has purchased my art. This worked out really good, just the way I wanted to, and I accomplished exactly what I wanted to. It gave my subscribers an opportunity to get some art at a super discount. When I had my first art sale, I had a lot of people that said, you know, oh, I'd like to, they bought a print or they wanted to buy a print, but you know, there's a lot of folks on a fixed income, you know, you're stretching your dollars. I know all about it. And this gave you an opportunity to buy a print and then buy a second one of equal or lesser value for $10. And it was a win-win all the way around because, like I said, I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish and exactly what I wanted to accomplish. I didn't get super swamped like the first art sale, but I reached my goal and my subscribers got some art at a super discount. So I want to let you know that all the prints are shipped. Everything up until today is gone out. I usually get the prints out the day or the day after that I get the order. So we were keeping right up with everything, shipping them all out. Nothing lagged behind. I had some orders this morning. They've already been shipped. So we're caught up. Everything is on its way to everyone that ordered. On the website you will see that Wetland Wanderer, the print that I had with the cow moose, we have it marked as out of stock because as I was packaging everything, I got to up around number 190-ish, and all I had was a few damaged ones, and I wasn't going to sell those. But I didn't know where the rest of them were. Well, we took a little journey to New York the last few days, and I had some more art there. And I had one bundle left of Wetland Wanderer. There's about 40 prints or so in that bundle. I opened it up, and they're all in mint condition. So by the time this video is live, those will be for sale again on the website. So I wanted to mention that for those of you that missed out on those. All right, so I told you that we went to New York. Well, good morning, folks.
guess where I'm at? Those of you that have been with me for a long time know exactly where I'm at. I'm at the cabin, having my morning coffee on the porch, just like the old days when you guys started following my channel. A lot of you have watched this cabin get built and have enjoyed the journey when I would come here with Frankie and share his shenanigans, excuse me, and all the fun that we have had here. We have had a lot of good times here in this cabin that I have shared with you over the years. But then, as you know, I had other dreams to catch. Well, I've always wanted to live at the New Hampshire cabin, so I went there and did the restoration, and you followed that journey, and we've been there 6 years now, and just working on making changes so we can pack as much enjoyment as possible into our next chapter of life. This is the first time I've been back at the cabin since we lost Frankie, and there was a lot of ways I wasn't looking forward to it, to come in here, because this whole scene here is Frankie, you know. He watched me build it. He was here the whole time. You watched all of the fun that we had here, and I knew that I would really feel his absence by being here at the cabin. But surprisingly, having Tildy here, having her running around the yard playing with toys, and she'd be laying on Frankie's bed inside the cabin just having a ball playing with Frankie's toys. And although Frankie was one of a kind and Tildy will never replace him, she replaced the emotions. I thought I was just going to feel a real lonely feeling because I'd be here without him, but she filled that void, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And having a border collie in the yard again, it was like old times. And I kind of hope that Frankie's spirit is here with her and with us. But yeah, so I'm here on the porch having my coffee. The morning sun's coming up over the trees, and except for a little bit of porcupine activity, and I have a couple trees that need to be taken down before they fall down. I'm not doing that this weekend, but another time. Everything is as we left it. There's birds nesting here and there on the cabin, and some of the pine trees are growing into the yard, kind of overtaking the cabin, and but other than that, everything's great, and the road is held up really well. I got a few spots that need filling, but all in all, everything has been undisturbed, and it's been a nice way to welcome us back. Some of the trees are starting to bud out and have little flowers on them. It's just beautiful. Geese flying over yesterday, and coyotes yipping and howling at night, and laying in the bunk and hearing owls calling, and just wonderful. We're at the cabin this morning. The shingled roof looks just like the day I put it up, except for a little pine pitch and a little stick that fell off a tree. The trees are really encroaching on the cabin here. I have to cut some of this back. It's one of those bird shelf houses that I had showed you before that I built. A bunch of big branches fell off of the pine tree in the winter here. A lot of branches come down. Must have had a lot of ice. Didn't affect the cabin though. Everything looks good. Yeah, man. Cabin is holding its own out here.
That was the first time that Lori had been there since we moved back to New Hampshire. And she was just amazed. Now, I've shared with you the journeys that I've gone back and forth. I've gone several times. And I was always amazed how nothing ever changed there. Everything was just the way we left it. My caretaker takes good care of the place, and it was just really, really cool. So Lori goes back there and she goes, oh my God. It was like her slippers are still where she left them. And it was just like a time capsule. And she was like, wow, we got to come back here and spend more time. So that we will do, because we are making a lot of changes. Now, over the years, over the last year or so, I have told you, for one thing, the year 2023 would be the year of many, many changes. And you will see a lot of changes going on, not only in our lives, but on our channel. I said that we are approaching probably our last chapter of life, and we want to make a lot of changes, but by doing that, we need to make a lot of sacrifices, which I've talked about as well. And we're going to be selling off a lot of the properties that we own. We're downsizing, minimizing, because we want to do some traveling. All right, so we're going to do some traveling in the wintertime. We're still hashing out on which properties to sell, and we're not sure, because there's pros and cons to keeping them and selling them, and we're not really sure what we're going to do. Our last chapter of life will be unencumbered. We just want to have more fun, and I've told you that too. Another thing that I have said to you. A while ago I said I'm going to start a new channel. I do intend to start a new channel. I've been working on graphics for that. I peck away at it when I feel like it. My new channel will be just how-tos. Lots of construction, how to build, how to do this, how to build that, how to fix this, how to install this and that. Some reviews, and a lot of projects like I used to do with you. Remember when I started this channel, I showed you my design for a rocket stove. Lots of you have built that rocket stove. I showed you how to make a water purifier and save a lot of bucks. Build it basically the same design as Berkey. All right, lots of you have made that. So I'm going to bring back the projects like that, and like I said, lots and lots of building stuff, okay? So then the vlog stuff, where we share our life, will be on this channel. Several times in the past, I said, okay guys, I'm taking a break, and I take a break for a couple of weeks. Well, I've reached that time too. I don't live my life for YouTube. I share my life on YouTube, okay? I don't live my life for this. This is not a dream of mine. It's not a goal of mine. It's not my calling in life. I like to share my life. It inspires other people, gives them ideas. They like what we do, gives them inspiration. They always type that in the comment box, that we inspire them. They see us, we're in our 60s and doing stuff. And a lot of people, it gets them off their arse. That's what it does. So I do plan to continue to share my life here on YouTube, but as I've told you, we are focusing more on life now. So we are taking a major break right now, because we're going to be heading back to New York very soon. And we're going to spend some time in the Adirondacks as well, and hike around, not just stay at the cabin. So I'm taking a major break, okay? From time to time, I'll put up a video here on YouTube, but I can't say how few and far between they will be, okay? I don't know. Our plan is to have fun, and we've been having fun, and we're going to have more of it, because having fun has been really contagious for us. We've been having a ball, and when we were out there in New York, out at the cabin yard, doing our thing out there, man, that's the happiest I've been in a long time. So I need more of that in life, and I recommend you do likewise. All right, folks, so that is it for now, and I'll see you when I see you.
Frankie and the boss out walking in the woods, living life happy and free. Tracks in the snow everywhere they go. There's a pokey way up in that tree. A beaver built a pond where they have some fun, taking life a day at a time. Best friends until the end. Frankie and the boss. Frankie and the boss. Frankie and the boss.